The year is 1162. A child is born on the unforgiving Mongolian steppe. He is given the name Temujin, but the world will come to know him as Genghis Khan, a name synonymous with conquest on a scale rarely seen before or since. His early life was a brutal crash course in survival. Orphaned at a young age, he faced betrayal, imprisonment, and constant threats from rival clans. Yet, through sheer force of will and strategic brilliance, Temujin united the Mongol tribes. He forged them into a fearsome fighting force bound by loyalty and driven by an ambition as vast as the steppes themselves. This unification was no small feat. The Mongol tribes, long divided, were notorious for their infighting. Temujin, however, possessed the charisma and cunning to unite these disparate clans under his banner. He introduced a new legal code, the Yasa, promoting meritocracy and loyalty. By breaking the power of the old tribal aristocracy, he centralized authority and created a unified Mongol nation poised for expansion. The world would soon learn that this unification was not about peace. It was about unleashing the fury of the steppes on an unprecedented scale. By 1206, Genghis Khan, meaning oceanic ruler, stood at the helm of a new Mongol empire. He instilled a new sense of purpose and destiny in his warriors. He offered them unimaginable riches and glory, but only through absolute obedience and unwavering loyalty to him. His vision transcended mere raiding and plunder. Genghis Khan aimed to build an empire unlike any other, stretching from sea to shining sea. The Mongol army was a force unlike any the world had ever seen. It was a true reflection of its nomadic origins, fast, flexible, and utterly ruthless. Their cavalry, composed of skilled horsemen wielding deadly composite bows, could cover vast distances and strike with terrifying speed and precision. The Mongols were masters of maneuver warfare, feigning retreats to draw enemies into deadly traps and utilizing sophisticated tactics like flanking maneuvers and encirclements. They adapted to their enemies' weaknesses, readily incorporating new technologies and strategies into their arsenal. What truly set the Mongols apart was not just their military prowess, but their discipline and organization. Genghis Khan instilled an almost unheard-of level of discipline in his troops. Their loyalty lay not with clan or tribe, but with the Khan himself. This unity of purpose, combined with a strict chain of command, allowed for remarkable coordination and efficiency on the battlefield. While other armies were bogged down by internal divisions and cumbersome logistics, the Mongols moved like a well-oiled machine, striking with the precision of a hawk and the ferocity of a pack of wolves. The Mongols' nomadic lifestyle had also bred in them an incredible resilience and adaptability. They were accustomed to harsh climates and could survive on minimal rations, often living off the land. This gave them a significant logistical advantage, allowing them to campaign for months or even years on end without the need for extensive supply lines. Their enemies, often tied to cities and farmland, could not match this mobility. The Mongols erupted from the steppes like a whirlwind, their conquests as swift as they were brutal. They first turned their attention south, conquering the Xia kingdom, and then the powerful Jin dynasty of northern China. Cities that dared resist were put to the sword, their populations massacred as a warning to others who might defy the Khan. The Mongols, however, were not mindless barbarians. They understood the value of skilled artisans, scholars, and administrators. Those who submitted peacefully were often spared and even rewarded, their skills put to use in service of the burgeoning empire. The Khwarezmian Empire, a powerful Islamic realm spanning Persia and Central Asia, was the next to face the Mongol storm. The Shah's refusal to submit to Mongol demands for tribute was a fatal miscalculation. Mongol armies, led by Genghis Khan himself, swept across the empire with their customary ferocity. Cities like Bukhara, Samarkand, and Urgench, renowned for their beauty and learning, were reduced to rubble. The once mighty Khwarezmian Empire, shattered by the Mongol onslaught, became another jewel in Genghis Khan's crown. By the time of Genghis Khan's death in 1227, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. It was the largest contiguous land empire in history, and it would continue to expand under his successors. The speed and scale of the Mongol conquests were unprecedented, reshaping the political and cultural landscape of Eurasia and leaving an indelible mark on the course of world history. Genghis Khan's death did nothing to quench the Mongol thirst for conquest. His successors, known as the Great Khans, continued his legacy of expansion. Under Genghis Khan, the Mongols turned their attention west, their sights set on Persia and beyond. The invasion of Persia was a campaign of unimaginable brutality. Cities were razed, populations decimated, and entire regions transformed into desolate wastelands. The Mongols, masters of psychological warfare, utilized terror as a weapon, their reputation for ruthlessness often preceding them. The Persian city of Nishapur became a chilling testament to the Mongols' capacity for violence. When a Mongol envoy was killed in the city, Genghis Khan's son, Tolui, unleashed the full fury of the Mongol army. After a 3-day siege, Nishapur was stormed. In a horrifying act of retribution, every living creature within the city walls, men, women, children, even cats and dogs, were slaughtered. The Mongol warriors, it is said, built pyramids from the skulls of their victims, a gruesome monument to the price of defiance. The Mongol conquest of Persia had a devastating impact on the region. The once thriving irrigation systems that supported Persian agriculture were destroyed, leading to widespread famine and economic collapse. The intellectual and artistic centers that had flourished under Persian rule were decimated, setting back the development of the region for centuries. The Mongol conquest of Persia serves as a stark reminder of the sheer destructive power of the Mongol war machine.